vanish.
Hey, what's up you guys, Piracy, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a rambling video. Now, I say this, but you know, to be honest, really, my videos have never been structured. I've never scripted them. I don't know why. I think the format that I like to go for is just videos where I feel like I'm just talking to someone, like on a one-to-one basis. So anyways, today's video is going to be about the anime community. Anime gaming community, to be more precise, because there is a difference between anime community, you know, the manga, the anime watching, all that good stuff, sub versus dub, all that bullshit, and then there's the anime gaming community, the community that's all about anime but obviously in video game format. And the reason why I'm making this video is because of Shinobi Strikers once again. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, come on man, Shinobi Strikers again, the game's dead, leave it alone, just move on and focus on something much bigger and more important than discussing Shinobi Strikers. But the reason why I wanted to talk about Shinobi Strikers, because Shinobi Strikers is just one of the few examples that I've kind of witnessed when it comes to the anime gaming community. Because as you guys know, I've been with the anime gaming community for some time now. It's kind of how my YouTube channel started out in the first place, with anime games. Like, I can't help it, I'm a huge fan of anime, so that by default I am a huge fan of anime games. But I wanted to focus on Shinobi Strikers as the prime example in this video, because you know, it just shows just how fucking fucked up the anime gaming community can be sometimes. And I know this video is going to piss off a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind, and however way you want to interpret it, that's honestly your problem at this point. But I want to say that the anime gaming community is to blame for Shinobi Strikers. Shinobi Strikers could have just died somewhere in the corner of Bandai Namco's $1 billion house or something like that. It could have just died somewhere, but I feel like we didn't give Bandai Namco the right message, if you know what I'm saying. And everyone is to blame. YouTubers, influencers are to blame. Casual anime gaming fans are to blame. YouTubers again, I'm gonna be honest with you, and Bandai Namco in general. I feel like all of these people, we're all to fucking blame for this, and I'll explain to you why. So let me start out small. Let me start out with these casual fans. The casual fans, the people, the everyday people, the people who just wanna know which game are good, which game are not good, the ones who are just playing the game casually at home. You guys are to blame because you guys didn't do enough research. You guys let your nostalgia, you guys let your hype, you let everything convince you that this game was going to be good. I don't know what the fuck happened. We had, I think, 2 or 3 open betas where we all got to play the game, and that should have been warning signs already. By playing the game, you should have already seen all the warning signs that the game presented to you, but you chose to ignore them. You chose to just buy the game because, for fuck's sake, it's all about nostalgia, it's all about hype, it's all about being with the anime gaming community. And let me be frank with you guys, let me be honest with you guys. If you took away the Naruto IP from this game, and you just left it as, let's just say that, you know, this game was created by original new studio, you know, with an original IP, and all the core basis of this game remain the same. The only difference is that there is no mention of Naruto. You guys understand that, and you cannot deny this. You know that this game would have been slaughtered, slandered to fucking Kingdom Come. There is no way this game would have gotten the attention that it had this year if it wasn't for Naruto. So you guys blindly bought this game simply because it had the name Naruto on it. That was strike number 1. Strike number 2 is that, you know, by playing the open beta and the closed beta, there were signs all over the place. From the way they structured out the game modes, to which 2 modes were always locked away in a weird rotation to keep the game fresh. should have been a huge warning saying that this game had no content whatsoever. Now before I go on, I just want to say this. For the people who genuinely and honest to God really actually enjoyed the game, kudos to you. That's all I'm gonna say. Kudos to you. Like you're not part of the issue here. Like I mean like you kind of are in a sense, but by not supporting quality games at the same time. But if you genuinely bought the game and you enjoyed it and you had a good smile on your face after finishing the game or whatever you did with the game, I can't fucking blame. Oh well, I can't put this on you. I mean, this ain't the one, chief, but I still can't put it on you. If you enjoyed it, that's it. But I'm talking about the people who you saw the signs, who probably didn't even enjoy the game, but they bought it because they wanted to experience the nostalgia, they wanted to be part of the hype or whatever. Next up, you've got YouTubers. Now, I'm breaking this up between two types of YouTubers because, you know, you can't just put all the fucking YouTubers in one corner. I wish I could, but I can't. We have the YouTubers who are not as influential, so I would like to think of them as small YouTubers, to maybe closer to medium range YouTubers, depending on how you want to classify them. And then we have the big YouTubers, the influencers. Now let me talk about the small YouTubers first of all. Be honest with yourself. And I'm talking about the small YouTubers, the YouTubers who, look, let's just say the YouTubers who have no connection with Bandai Namco. They didn't receive the game for free, they didn't do any of that stuff. They are just casual, small-time YouTubers. Be honest with yourself. You bought this game simply for the views. Be honest. You didn't buy the game because you liked it. You bought the game because you thought this could help you grow your channel. You thought that this was gonna help you get some views. You probably promoted the fuck out of this game to get more people to buy the game, to get more people to watch your videos. You are also to blame because you did not call out the bullshit that was in the game in the first place. You probably weren't criticizing the game as much because you were fearing that people would just come at you, lash at you for attacking their favorite Naruto IP or whatever the case may be. You probably just stood in the sidelines, supported the game. You knew the game was trash, but you needed those views, you needed those subscribers, you needed all of that good shit, so you just bit your fucking tongue and bought the game. And then when you did buy the game, after playing it, you fucking realized that the game was fucking bad. And that gave you, and then after what, a couple of days, now you had the privilege or whatever to actually finally call out the game for what it was, fucking trash. I'm just saying, like, if we had a lot more YouTubers calling, no, actually I'm not even gonna say that. There were YouTubers who actually called this game trash. There were YouTubers out there who called the game trash, called out all the flaws, all the wrongs that this game had, but guess what? They were called haters. They were called mad fucking haters, crybabies, whatever they can be called under the sun. They were called that because they did not become. They didn't get hyped. They didn't get hyped the way you wanted them to be hyped. So they instantly became a hater. And now, guess what? These YouTubers were fucking right. They told you so. They told you that this game was gonna be trash, and it ended up being trash. Now, what did I hear from a couple of days ago? The servers went down. The servers went down because some hackers took them down. I mean, seriously, you should have listened to these YouTubers. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is still on you. But like the people who called them out, the YouTubers who called the game out, they were such a small margin that it didn't have enough effect to stop people from purchasing the game. Hence, where the big YouTubers come around. The big YouTubers who had the biggest influence over the anime gaming community, they didn't call out the bullshit that the game presented. They kept it to themselves. They just kept hyping up the game, hyping it up to Kingdom Come, you know, trying, like, you can tell, like, if you go back and watch some of the big YouTubers videos, you can tell that they wanted to say something negative about the game, but they were like, kind of dodging the question, shimmering around the truth. They just didn't want to say what needed to be said, which is what pissed me off the most. They knew the game wasn't as good as it was supposed to be, but they held their tongue because they didn't want to be on whether, I don't know, they didn't want to be on the community's bad side, or they didn't want to be on Bandai Namco's bad side. I don't know which one it is, but now keep in mind again, once more, there were some big YouTubers who called out bullshit when the game, for the game, sorry, they called out bullshit in the game, and they got attacked for it. Every time this few big YouTubers said something negative about the game, they were met with fucking resistance. They were met with people calling them haters, calling them, you know, unfaithful Naruto fans, like literally anything that you can think of, they called them that, which is mind-boggling. It's like, what? Don't you want some criticism in your little fucking community? Like, come on. And obviously you have the YouTubers, like I said before, the big YouTubers. And you know what the most funniest part about all of this is that these YouTubers all convinced huge amount of people to purchase the game when there's a good fucking, what, 90% chance they received the game for free from Bandai Namco. So they didn't even have to purchase the game, they only received it for free. So for them, it doesn't even affect them that much. But they convinced all of you guys because you all felt hype, you all wanted to play with your favorite YouTubers, so you all just went and bought the game simply because your favorite influencer or your favorite YouTuber told you to do so. You were incapable to think for yourself, to look at the game and really realistically think whether this game was actually good. Like I said, if this game didn't have a Naruto name on it, it would not have fucking made it that far the way it did. Like, and obviously, like I said before, some of the YouTubers, both the small ones and the big ones, who didn't use their fucking platform to really criticize the game, like this, like when did they get to the point where we can't even criticize games anymore? Criticizing a game automatically makes you a hater. Whatever. Anyways, now I'm gonna talk about Bandai Namco. And the reason why I'm bringing out Bandai Namco, not because I'm gonna get mad at them for promoting a trash game, but it's just how they promoted this trash game. There are two games that came out, I think, on the same week, back to back. So we had Shinobi Strikers and we had Black Clover Squad Knights. And for some odd reason, they chose to promote Shinobi Strikers a lot more than Black Clovers. And there's only one simple reason for that. Naruto is a well-known, franchise. So they probably looked at the two games and figured we'll probably promote Naruto a lot more because there's a higher chance we'll get more sales. And unfortunately, that's just it. They were thinking from a business standpoint, and in consequence of that, both games died. Black Clovers, that was actually a really decent game. I'm not saying that the game was fucking amazing, but it was decent, it was good, died because Bandai Namco chose to shove it aside because Black Clover's name didn't have enough, weight to it. And then they decided to focus all their attention, like, oh my god, they even had a fucking tournament for this game. And you had all these YouTubers smiling, looking directly into the camera and telling you that this game was fucking hype. That blew my mind. It's like, Jesus Christ. But like I said before, these are just my opinion. If you don't like them, well, you can express your opinions in the comment section below. You can convince me, you can try to convince me that Shinobi Strikers was actually a good game. Try it. I would love to see you try to change my mind. But yeah, like I said before, this is a discussion about the anime community itself, the anime gaming community. I keep forgetting the gaming part. The anime gaming community and how we've just conditioned ourselves to just accept mediocrity. Like, we've conditioned ourselves to accept pure mediocrity in the anime gaming community. No other fucking gaming community could accept such level of bullshit the way we do. You try that shit in a fighting game. See what happened with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. The game died because no one was about to support bullshit. Capcom probably learned from their lesson, and the next time they're gonna be releasing a Marvel vs. Capcom game, they're probably going to make sure that it's not going to end up as yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know, like I wrote a blog about this on my website. Yes, I know, promotion, I have to do it, who else is going to do it? On my website, discussing about the anime gaming industry itself, like the anime gaming industry, and how we've just become so desensitized when it comes to quality. I don't know how to put it in words, but it's like, look back at all the anime games that have been coming out. My Hero Academia Wants Justice. It's a mediocre game. You probably don't want to admit it because you're such a huge fan of freaking My Heroes, but look at the game. It's mediocre. It's bland. It's empty. Shinobi Strikers was bland and empty. There was another game that came out, Seven Deadly Sins with Britannia, I think. Bland, empty. Like most of the time, the anime's games with the facial expression, it's always bland. It's always unpolished. Everything about anime games these days has become more and more unpolished. There's no effort being put into them. A good half of them always look like they're coming out of they're coming out for the PlayStation 2. We're in 2018 with the PS4 and we're about to go into the next era of video games. The next era of gaming consoles with the PS5 and the Xbox One Plus 2. I don't fucking know. And we're still like, I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ. The anime community is frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like, all we had to do to send a really powerful message to Bandai Namco and to the Japanese gaming developers over at Japan that we Western folks don't tolerate mediocrity in our gaming is to not buy the game, to not buy it, and to not pre-order it, especially pre-order it, because I think pre-ordering it already gives them the incentive to keep on going doing the bullshit. Now, I don't know the exact figure of how much Shinobi Strikers made from its initial sales or whatever. I get the feeling it made just enough to justify a continuation of the game, I think, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we should not have bought the game. I feel like if we all just said no and let the game, unfortunately, that's just the business of things. I'm not here as a consumer to feel pity for any gaming developer that goes out of the way to create trash games. That's not my job. My job as a consumer is to purchase the best quality content that I can purchase with my hard-earned money. I'm not here to feel sympathy for anybody. If they go out of their way to make a really shitty game, that's their fault. It's not my fault. I'm not here to help them succeed. They're there to serve me. And I'm here to choose the best fucking, thing that I can buy with my money. So I don't know, like the anime gaming community has really just let mediocrity become a standard to anime games. It really has. There are many anime games that are good, but they can be better if they were given enough time to polish. Now I understand, when developers have publishers, the publishers can kind of push them to release their game faster and all that stuff, pressure and all that stuff. But at the same time, I also sometimes feel like the anime community puts Japanese developers on the pedestals and worships them like gods or something shit like that. That they tolerate this shit because they want to be Japanese, they want to speak Japanese, they want to find the kawaii queen. I don't know. I think I'm just rambling at this point, but I don't know why I'm still talking about Shinobi Strikers, but I think I'm so pissed off that we went from Naruto, Shinobi. Like, here's the thing: we gave Cyber Connect 2 so much shit. We gave them so much shit. Some of them were rightfully deserved, because when you create an astounding game and then your quality starts to decrease, yeah, you're gonna get some backlash. But at the end of the day, the Storm series was such a well-polished game, high quality. Like, they really went above and beyond and created such a quality game. How in the hell did we go from the Storm series with its exceptional quality to Shinobi Strikers? How in the hell did we go from there? Like, I don't fucking know. It's such a bewildering thing for me. Like, anyways, that's it for me. Like, I'm honestly blaming everybody in the anime community. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone played a part for Shinobi Strikers. We all fucking, well, actually not me, not me actually, because I made videos talking about how bad this game was. I actually wrote a blog saying why I wasn't going to buy Shinobi Strikers in hopes to warn people from not purchasing the game, but obviously because I didn't have a wide enough reach, I wasn't able to save you guys, so you all pretty much went down on a sinking ship. Because, like I said, some of you were probably sheeps, you couldn't think for yourself, and you just went and bought the game because of hype and nostalgia. Some of you were YouTubers, small YouTubers, medium YouTubers, I don't know which one you were, but you are some of you YouTubers, you hyped up the game in hopes to make some views, in hopes to gain, new subscribers, in hopes to just build on your fucking channel. We had the big YouTubers who didn't use their platform to really criticize the game and really ensure that the anime gaming community only receives the best quality stuff. I know it's not their job, I know it's not their duty to do this, but I feel like with great power goes great responsibilities, and some of you all did not use your power very responsible. Some of you straight up just lied to your fucking fans, told them that the game was good when you fucking knew that the game was going to be fucking trash. You fucking knew. But there was this video that Bandai Namco released a while back. You know how whenever a new game comes out, Bandai Namco has some places like, stations or whatever they're called, where they can go in and play the game and try it out. And you have all these fucking people looking your dead screen to the windows of your soul through the fucking camera lens, and they tell you that the game is amazing, the game is game of the year for them. I'm sorry, I cringe. It's like don't be a fanboy. Like, come on, don't be a fanboy. Fanboys don't change the world. Unfortunately, here's what to do. Here's my fix. I know I just complained a lot, but I feel like if I'm gonna do all this complaining, I need to actually suggest a way to fix this. And the only way to fix this, to ensure that there's a good balance, we need, well, first of all, you all need to just find channels that constantly hate on games. Channels that are criticizing games and constantly hate on games. Subscribe to them. Because that way you have a good balance. You can follow all your hype channels, all the people who just constantly hype things without actually looking and criticizing it. And also you can have the people who are constantly hating on the game, picking every single little thing that's wrong with the game. And then you can sit down as an individual human being and think for yourself whether or not the game is bad or not. I'm telling you, it's the only way. It is absolutely the only way to fucking save this anime gaming community. Because I wouldn't even have to talk about this. I wouldn't have talked about this, but I opened up my Twitter, and that's the first thing I see. That's literally the first thing I see. People complaining about Shinobi Strikers, and I'm like, I don't know if you just thought for yourself, if you just did some little bit of research. Some of you played the fucking open beta, so you don't even have an excuse anymore. How in the hell did you play the open beta and still bought the game? I couldn't be me. It just could not be me. It could not be me. I don't know. I'm just frustrated. I'm pissed off that we allowed this to happen. We've set a standard for anime games where it should be higher than that. Like, we're not even shooting for realistic graphics here. Like, we're not trying to be Uncharted. We're not trying to be fucking Call of Duty, Battlefield, or anything. These are just animation, like cartoon animation. We should be hitting pinnacle perfection at this point. Now we have Jump Force, and Jump Force already has a few problems that I have already seen, but that's besides the point. The community is focusing only on, oh my god, they're not adding my favorite character, oh my god, this and that is not being added in. Like, pay attention to how Jump Force is actually adding characters. Pay attention on who they're adding characters, what series these characters are coming from, and pay attention to whether or not this, because here's the thing, like, if you just paid a little bit of attention to the trend, you will realize that every single show that has been added into Jump Force has a Western audience. It has a dubbed version, it has a strong Western audience. It should already be an indication that these guys are only adding characters that have a good impact in the Western market, because this game is aimed for the Western audience. This game is not being made for the Eastern market, it's being made for the Western market, so they're focusing on that aspect. Secondly, this game actually seems to have a really strong narrative and story, so they're probably going to be very limited in terms of character, because they're going to try to involve everybody the best that they can. So they're probably not going to have 60, 50, no, 60, 80 characters in this roster. I think at this point we only have like 37 or 40, and they recently just added Piccolo and Cell. Very interesting choice. Yeah, very interesting. Like Piccolo, I obviously understand he's a fucking main staple of the Dragon Ball community, but Cell was like, oh, left wing for me. But anyways, that's it for me. That's just my rant. I just want to kind of really rant about the anime community. We all fucked up. Most of you fucked up. I didn't buy the game, but like I said, I think like, when you fuck, maybe I should have just made more videos about Shinobi Strikers. Maybe I should have just made more videos and really just railed in at Shinobi Strikers. I don't know. Like I made it on both this YouTube channel and on my website that if I see bullshit, I'll call out bullshit, because we are really living in a time where being criticism. No, that's not the way to say it. Well, being a criticizer, yeah, that's the one. When being a criticizer is literally looked down upon. It's literally looked down upon. You're called a hater, when in reality, the real haters are the ones who are not fans of this series, of the games. Because only people who really are fans of a series will criticize it, because they don't want any flaws in their games. They don't want any flaws in whatever thing that they're consuming. They want the very best thing. So if they see something that seems out of place, they will say something. I'm just rambling at this point, but I'm gonna end this video here. It's almost 30 minutes long, and I really didn't plan for it to be this long, but I wanted to kind of touch on everything. Like I said before, I honestly don't care if you got offended, if you got butthurt. I feel like if you got mad from this video, it's probably aimed at you. I'm just being real with you. And if you didn't get mad and you're just sitting there like, okay, you probably didn't even buy the game, so you're not even feeling any of this. So, like I said before, you know, if you really feel like I was wrong in anything that I've said, easily let me know in the comment section below. Try and change my mind. Try and prove to me that the anime community didn't just make mediocrity a standard for anime games. Honestly, like look at One Piece. What's it called? One Piece World Seeker. See, the game looks amazing. It looks amazing, but it's an empty world. There's no NPC walking around. Nothing is happening in the world. You're just jumping and flying around an empty canvas. But obviously, people are not gonna. Actually, you know what? I feel like people have mentioned that, but it hasn't been enough. Honestly. I don't know, people are still gonna buy One Piece because they're a huge fan of One Piece. That's fair enough. Well, not really fair enough, but you know, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not a One Piece fan, but I am a One Piece fan, but I haven't made it past where Ace died, so I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Paris, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.